Hello everyone, so in this video we're gonna learn about BubbleSort, which is a sorting algorithm. And BubbleSort, it will get an unsorted array and it will sort the array. By how? It will compare the first position with the second position and we'll say, well, 64 is bigger than 34, and then we'll swap, and then it will do the same thing following on. So it will be like 64 is bigger than 25, and it will swap, and then 64 is bigger than 12, it will swap, and then 64 is bigger than 22, and then it will swap, and then 64 is bigger than 11, yes, and then it will swap until we compare 64 is bigger than 90 and is not, so it will just stop in here in this position. And then after that it will compare the 34, and it will keep comparing. 34 is bigger than 25, yes, it will swap, and then 34 is bigger than 12, yes, it will swap, until it keeps moving on and on. So it will do that pretty much for all the positions of our array. And we're gonna learn now how to create that code into Typescript. So first things first, we need to create a function, and because this is Typescript, we're gonna define our function over here, which will receive an array that will be an array of numbers as a parameter, and the output, the return, it will be a number array as well, array of numbers. And then on here we are going to receive the array, and then we are going to create a variable called remaining unsorted as the array length, and swap it, it will be a boolean, which we are going to use inside of our do while. So for you who started in the university road like me, it's pretty common to do a do while. I think you already know and heard about it. So what will happen is it will execute this loop until remaining unsorted gets one less, a decrement, and it will keep triggering this for, where we'll check in our condition if our current position is bigger than the next position. It would do array destructuring over here, swapping them, and then it will trigger the swap equals true. And then what will happen is that it will go again to the condition of the do, and it will keep triggering that until the array is finished. But it's easier said than done, so we are also gonna run that in the debugger and understand a little bit better of how it works. So on here I'm just gonna call the function. So we have unsorted array, it will be 64, 34, 25, 12, 22, 11, and 90. So here I'm logging before sort and the sorted array using the BubbleSort. I'm gonna add some breakpoints to our code just to be very visual and easy to understand where we swap and where we remain unsorted. Alright, so right now I just need to run this, and then I will add a watch to array. So now we have a watch on the array. Hope it's easier for you guys to see. Now our swap's false, and then we are gonna go into the remaining unsorted, which is 7 because it's our initial time rendering this array. So it will be iterator equals to 0, iterator is lesser than 7 minus 1, which will be 6. So iterator is lesser than 6, increment the iterator. And the iterator, what will do? It will check the position of the array. So in this case, check the position 0 and also check if position 1 is bigger than position 0. In this case, it's not. So what will happen is it will fall into the destructuring. And the destructuring will swap those arrays. I will explain in the video here. The position of A and B will now be the value of B and A, and that will swap 64 by 34, which is the current position of A, and B. So after that, you will mark swap equals to true, while swap is false, and then it will go again for the 4. And then what will happen, it will check again. As you can see, our 64 was already swapped, but now it will check again. I will remove the breakpoint here, and I will just leave the breakpoint into the if conditional, as you can see over here. So what we'll do, it will check the position I here, which is 1. The position 1 is bigger than position 2. And in this case, what will happen is position 1 in this case is bigger than position 2, so it will swap, as you can see over here, and then we'll do array destructuring, and as you can see over here on the watch, these will swap with the 25. Here it is with our array destructuring, mark the swap to true, and it will go again into the loop. So these will keep happening over and over. So now we'll check with the 64 with a plus 3. So we'll check the position 3 with the 64 and it will swap again. So as you can see over here, as long as I keep jumping over, it will keep swapping, and it's very simple from now on. We just keep swapping. And then now that it's finished, you can see over here, before sort and after sort is a sorted array over here. So as you can see, the 64 went all the way down. It just lose in size to 90, 34 as well, and then 25, 22. But because the sorting keep happening and the bigger numbers go to the end of the array, that will make the sorting faster as the first ones start getting already sorted.